Alright, so let's talk about the Tarnishing of Juxtia. This game comes out July 26, 2022. This game is a dark fantasy, Souls-like, 2D action Metroidvania with multiple endings, smooth gameplay, lore-rich. It's pretty violent, a pure indie game, and pixel graphics with, sprite based, but they're pretty blown up. I want to talk about what exactly is the game. Is the stories good? Is the gameplay good? Is it worth your time and money ultimately? So before we get started, if you want to see the full gameplay, I upload it all on my Let's Play channel, MabiVsGames VOD, link down below. Come by Twitch where we're most likely going to be streaming all of this. So let's begin. This game is pure single player with Steam achievements and full control support. I played with an Xbox One control. This is not in early access. Yes, it's very rare that indie games just come out like this and just give you the straight experience right off the bat. So I do have to say thank you devs for getting this thing done. Actual nerds. This game, it's pretty freaking good. Okay, so it's a full game, and I think it's gonna take around 20 or so hours to fully complete the game. There's like 15 different biomes you're going to be running through. Okay, so how does the game work? It plays like a lot of similar games, right? So like I mentioned, it's like Dark Souls, Metroidvania. The story is, well, okay, so the title of the game is The Tarnishing of Juxtia. What the heck is all of that? Well, at the beginning, they give you this nice little story background where there's two sort of deity gods. One of them is Juxtia and the other one is a pretty bad guy. They've been warring for a while. However, the bad guy did something unthinkable. He unleashed the Tarnishing, which pretty much corrupted everything that Juxtia has made. So she has risen you to be the hero, to run around and gather all of her minions, do her work so you can take out the other guy. So that's the Tarnishing, that's the big calamity, and Juxtia is that lady, and then you're going through all these lands, defeating the corrupted bosses, ultimately going to defeat that boss over there. So that's the story, nice, simple, and easy. How is the gameplay? It's 2D action. So you have lots of different weapons you can get. So there is a basic attack. You can switch out weapons. You have jump. You have dodge with iframes. The game uses a stamina system. When you do attack, depending on the weapon that you have either good poise damage or really good sort of delayed after the attack. Enemies HP is just a red bar, but as mentioned, there is a poise bar. So depending on what weapon you have, they don't take any stagger damage until you knock out that bar, and then they are stunned for a little bit, allowing you to do some extra damage. So besides the basic run, jump, and attack, and there's lots of different weapon types. Let me just say there's like hammers, great swords, rapiers, daggers, knuckles, lots of different ones, and they do scale off your different stats. In the game, there is a strength stat, which increases your just basic melee. You have your armor stat, which increases your HP, your max vitality, stuff like that. And then you have dexterity for dexterity type of weapons. You got wisdom to increase your mana pool, your mana regen. And yes, there is mana in this game. In this game, they call it brands. At the beginning, you only get one, and basically it's separate to activate this between your stamina and your magic. So they're two different independent bars that slowly regenerate. The stamina goes down after you jump, you roll and stuff. The magic only when you activate those moves. So you just activate it, and sometimes it's a bolt of lightning. You just shoot at an enemy, right? It's very nice and simple. So in this game, it uses up souls. When you kill an enemy, you get a certain amount of souls. I don't really know if I got what they called it in the game, but it works just like Dark Souls. You run around, you kill things. Sometimes they drop items. These can be different sorts of armors or weapons. I don't think the game has consumables. There was no menu for that, so there's no consumables except for the bandages, which I'll talk later. But yeah, they drop the stuff. You go to a statue where you heal up, and then you can level up one of those things. And also at that statue, that's where you re-equip a lot of different stuff. Besides the weapons and armor, you can equip those in the fly. But to bind different magic weapons, lots of passives, and your ultimate, you have to go over there. The game has some pretty cool gameplay mechanics, which I do like. First of all, the game heavily rewards you for continuously attacking, whether it be just magic attacks or just hitting him with a dagger. You are building up a sort of rage bar. If you hit like 5 times in a row without taking too long or taking damage, you enter a sort of energy mode where you recover stamina faster, you recover mana faster, and depending on the different gifts you get, which are passives that you find just throughout the game, maybe you can increase the damage you do while doing that. So I did mention in ultimates, you do get, besides, magic attacks and the passives, you have a relic, which is your ultimate. So you keep attacking, and then you build up the sort of rage bar, and then you can just unleash hell. It's just a big, gigantic attack, which I really do like. So is there anything I don't like about the game? Well, at the moment, I kind of wish that there were some sort of numbers that popped up when you attacked enemies. It's not, it's not a deal breaker that it doesn't have it. It's just I'm really used to it now, especially with the latest Dark Souls and Monster Hunter. They have those numbers, and it's just really nice to know exactly how much damage you're doing just visually. You can always press start and look at your weapons and see what it does, but it'd be really nice to see the numbers. Another thing that kind of sucks is the game's volume is kind of all over the place. When you swing a weapon or open a door or attack an enemy, you're gonna hear sounds, right? You hear clings, clangs, whishes. If you're using a dagger, it's very, very low volume. You switch over to a broadsword, you swing, it's loud as hell. So in the options menu, there's only 2 different slide menus for sound effects and music. And my god, some of the stuff, it just needs a little bit of balancing there, where everything needs to be the same. It doesn't make any sense, like, oh my god, I use my spear and it does like low sort of audio, and then you switch over to a broadsword, it's loud as hell, especially when you use magic. So they need to really fix those audio issues. Other than that, I did not find any sort of bugs during my play. It was really cool. The enemies are pretty interesting in this game. It's very difficult, so there's no difficulties, no easy, normal, or hard. It's just you right into the game. The game does give you these sort of Estus flask. In this game, it's bandages. So you use the L1 button and you just recover health, pretty much like that. You recover it by going to a a statue or a well. There's NPCs in the game that permanently increase your health, and then not health, your pots. So I don't want to spoil what those are, but it's really cool once you find the thing that does that. There is a nexus in the game. You're gonna find it maybe like an hour or so in. You're gonna find NPCs there that you can buy and sell equipment. You can get like key items to open up stuff. You can find armories to increase the weapons, increase the proficiencies and stuff. It's a really solid RPG. I mean, there's nothing like I would say that's terrible about it at all. It's just some small fixes here and there. Some people might not like that it's not extremely arcadey fast paced, where on a dime, if an enemy is about to hit you, oh, I can just dodge it. No, this is one of those games where you have to learn what you can do and apply it to the attack delays, because anything you do, even if it's rolling, if you attack in the air, if you attack with the 3rd hit in your combo, you're gonna have a little bit of a delay. It might be half a second, or depending on the weapon, it might be even a full seconds of delay. You have to be really, really careful, because there's no canceling, there's no dodge canceling. So you have to, like, it's frustrating at first, but you will get used to it. But you got to be really, really careful. The big highlight of the game is the bosses, though. They are very fun to fight and to look at, and they do pose a challenge. It's not going to take you that long to beat them, because they don't have so many moves, but it's so satisfying. The fact that the game does not have a hitbox, hurt on hitbox, means you could run around and dodge as much as you want, as long as you know what they're about to do. Run around and go at it. Though the game's hard, they are lenient in some ways. You're not going to get instantly killed by traps, or even if you fall off the map and go into water, you're going to respawn at the last platform you're at. So the game's fair. My mic fell. The game's fair, but challenging in combat. But as long as you equip the right items, you upgrade the way you want, there's not many different play styles, but there's a lot of different weapon types and to mess with. So yeah, Tarnishing of Juxtia, pretty solid game. Very, very good effort. I love the fact that it is a full game, not early access. So yeah, I do recommend it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. It helps a lot. If you haven't already subscribed for daily videos, remember, if you want to see the gameplay, head on over to my Let's Play channel. I'll be uploading it there. And please come my Twitch and my Discord. All links are in the description. Let me know what you guys think of this game. Is there anything you would like to know? Maybe something I missed, or maybe you've played it and you have your own opinions. Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.